Hello everybody and welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday and we're still playing Sonic. One of the good ones. It's like, I don't know that there's, okay, yeah, we're going back to rants I guess, but I don't know that there's anyone who would argue that there are no bad Sonics. Or like anyone reasonable that would argue that. But, yeah, this is a good one. I enjoy this. This is very good. Right, this. See, and this is, like, to heap some more praise on this game. Ow. This is one of the cool things that they do, even with, like, the levels that they take from other games, is, like, the first part is just, you know, the level as you remember it, but then the second part introduces a new mechanic, which is, like, a good way to keep it from getting stale. Like, it was to a lesser extent with Green Hill, because that was mostly just Green Hill. They don't, I mean, they had the zip lines, which was new to Green Hill. But, like with this level, oh hey, we've got goop, and we've got like bubbles that'll bring you up, and they look like strands of DNA. That's cool. That's cool new mechanics with basically, at that point you're basically only recycling the aesthetics and not the gameplay, which is something that other games do quite a bit. Or recycling both. And they come back to, you know, fan favorite levels. Okay, what am I supposed to? Yeah, I'm supposed to just hit that. Okay. Here we go. Alright. Oh. Blue rings. Nice. See, like, that upgrade there? The blue rings? I'm like, maybe it was in a Sonic game before this, but like, it's certainly new to me. And you've heard how many Sonic games I played. So like, yeah, introducing new things. It's pretty important to keeping a game, especially a game that's like as retro focused as this. It's important to keeping it feeling good. And I say all these things as if I'm a game designer or something. I'm not. Like, I know what is fun to play. For me, anyway. Like, I can't claim to know what everyone likes. But I do know what I like, and I don't like, you know, playing the same game over and over and over. Which is, funnily enough, one of the reasons I haven't tried speedrunning yet. Because, like, I like watching speedruns. Speedruns are cool to watch. But, like, I don't know that I could play the same game over and over and over and over and over and over to get that good at it that, you know, my times would be competitive. So, I mean, maybe one day, if I find, like, you know, a game I like enough. I considered speedrunning this game at one point, but it's, you know, it could be fun, but also like this is probably one of the most popular games to speedrun, right? Okay. Yeah. See, this is where the speed gets a little crazy for me. Oh no! All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're doing all right. Gotta, like, at this point I feel like I need to focus a little more, so, commentary, a little limited at the moment, but also, hey, I did it. Except I didn't get all the rings. It's fine. I may have already had that medal. I don't know. Okay, anywho. Back to the level. Uh-oh. Ow. See, I figured that was gonna happen. Stop. Just let me jump over this button. That works too. Oh, Tails got it. Thanks, Tails. I think in my original playthrough I didn't have Tails. It's like, usually it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. And I just kind of like... See, funnily enough, when it comes to the original Sonic games, like the first three, the ones that everyone's like, oh yeah, these are actually the good ones. the one I've played the most is actually the first game, the original Sonic the Hedgehog, because I had a Sega Genesis, but for some reason, and I still have it actually, but for some reason, like, my parents insisted that I keep it at my grandpa's house. So, like, I only ever got to play it when we visited, and funnily enough, it's actually kind of a similar story with the Dreamcast, except I didn't own that. But yeah, I only got to play the Genesis when I went over to my grandpa's, and it's funny because, like, I didn't have the other Sonics. I only had the first one. In fact, I think it was on a cartridge that had like 8 different games on it somehow. I don't know how that worked, but yeah, it was just the original Sonic the Hedgehog, and I don't know that I ever beat it back then, but I'm pretty sure I've gone back and beat it by now. Because I did get the Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection for the PS3. And I have that, and if you want to see games from that collection, actually I've already played a game from that collection, but if you want to see more games from that collection, you know, feel free to leave a comment or whatever. But yeah, as I have the other game, once I got that collection, I'm like, I want to play these other old Sonic games. And that was even before I managed to get the Genesis back where I live instead of at my grandpa's. But yeah, and so I played Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. I haven't played Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Yeah, I have them. Like, you know, maybe after I'm done with this game, I'll play another Sonic game on the channel. Probably not right away, but you know. Cause like, yeah, I do enjoy them. Most of the time, anyway. As long as it's not Heroes, I guess. Like, I feel like I shouldn't need to clarify this, but if you do enjoy Heroes, that's fine. I don't have a problem with you as a person. It's just like it was not for the modern me. Like, I enjoyed it as I was probably a teenager when I played it first. Like, I enjoyed it then, for the most part, although I do remember getting very, very frustrated at Rail Canyon. Whoops. Yeah, it's like, but like, if you enjoy it, that's fine. Like, I enjoyed it too at one point, so there's obviously must be something good about it. I'm not gonna get the emerald on this one. There's obviously something good about it, but it just wasn't enough for me this time. Yeah. Shame I didn't get the emerald though. It's fine though. It's fine. We'll move on. Alright. Let's get out of here. Tails, let's skedaddle. But, oh, actually, one Sonic game I feel like stands out to me that I've played. Alright, this is Mean Bean Machine. Or Puyo Puyo if you're not. If you're from anywhere but where this game was localized. Was it 3 or 4 that makes it? Okay, it's 4. Let's go like that. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Sonic game that I did enjoy, although looking back at it now and hearing what other people have said about it, I don't know that I would enjoy it as much now. Sonic Chronicles. Like, what a weird idea for BioWare to make a RPG out of Sonic. Like, I did enjoy it. But yeah, like, I didn't remember until it was, you know, brought up in a video I watched that, like, that game had a lot of grinding. And it wasn't necessarily all fun. So, yeah, I don't anticipate I'll be playing that on the show anytime soon. But it is something I've played, and it was like I'm generally a fan of RPGs, so you know I did end up enjoying it. Yeah, this is the easiest match of Puyo I've ever had, frankly. One of my first games I got for my Switch was Puyo Puyo Tetris, and like I tried playing the story mode, and like I like to think that I'm kind of okay, at least at Tetris, but like Puyo Puyo, I have no idea. Like I am real questionable at Puyo Puyo, and that I got to a point in the story mode where it's like, oh yeah, you have to beat this Puyo mission to continue, and I was like, well, maybe I'll come back to this later. And I didn't. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll beat it eventually, but okay, alright, let's try and take this seriously now, shall we? Okay, hold on. Just wait. There, like that. No, okay. Maybe, no, getting at it from that side's probably not the right way to... There's probably a much easier way to do this. Okay, that was close. You know what, I'm just gonna run left and see what happens. Okay, this is back at the beginning. Actually, let's... I think if I do this... Hold on, I need speed. Actually, what if I did this? Oh, okay, that didn't work. That's fine. I want to... okay, I wanted to get up there, but never mind. I guess that's not happening. Hold on. Come on. There's definitely a more efficient way. Okay, yeah. There's definitely a more efficient way to do that, but it's fine. This works. Nope. Okay, that's one of the tricky things about Sonic games and their controls is that, like, they like to turn you around really quickly. And then you kind of have to figure out, okay, when am I supposed to stop holding left and start holding right, or vice versa. Which I don't know that they've ever really found a great solution to that, but this game tends to avoid it pretty well. The issue anyway. Hit. Oh, it's fine. Get out of here. Paparazzi. Alright. Okay. And then this area, I like. This is an entirely original area, in case you didn't know. This is not from any other Sonic game. It's a good one. Like, it's fun. Like, yeah, there's this part here where I'm just kind of standing here, but you know, the mechanics are pretty cool. Aesthetically, it's pretty cool. I think that's one of the biggest things Sonic has going for him, is that the aesthetics in his game are almost always great. And, like, the music, too. Like, music, it's like, frankly, I feel like it's some of the best video game music out there, but, like, that's the stuff that's consistently good about Sonic. It's like, the art and the music, beautiful. But, like, it's just the gameplay that's a little iffy sometimes. And you know, when you're making a game, it's kind of important. It's fine though. Like, we have this game, we have the original 3 Sonics, and even, you know, to some extent we have, you know, the adventure games, and, you know, Colors Mate, and Generations. Oh yeah, Generations is another one I played. I haven't played Colors. Yeah, we have good Sonic games. Like, it'd be nice to have more, but we have good ones. which is neat. Tails. I need that. Tails. Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay. Alright. There we go. There we go. Also, this stage is filled with a ton of references, in case you didn't know. I didn't know until I watched an episode of Did You Know Gaming, but yes, there are a ton of references in this game. Well, in this game, yes, but in this level specifically. Which is fun. It's like, you know, and it's coming from a place of, you know, genuine enjoyment. It's pretty good. I mean, if they just like shoehorn in references just for the sake of it, it's like, meh, whatever. Like, you know, the people who made this were definitely fans of Sonic, so. They're gonna show their fanness. That's not the right word, but they're gonna show how much they like the series by making a reference or two. And that's totally fine with me. Ow. Well, hey Tails, where did you come from? Okay, yeah, jumping on slopes is the other mechanic that's kind of weird in Sonic. Ow. That's fine. We hit this. See, I just noticed, I didn't notice this in previous playthroughs, but one of the things that they consistently do in this game that isn't consistent in even like the original Sonic games is that they consistently put rings after a checkpoint before the boss. So you actually have a chance to, you know, not fight the boss with 0 health. Alright, I'm gonna avoid you! And you! It's always the second one that gets me in trouble. Ow, I meant to spin there. It's fine. There we go. And see, they're giving me rings after every phase of the boss fight. Like, hey, you did good. Like, you know, not all Sonic games do that. Some are like, okay, here's X amount of rings for the boss fight. Or some are just like, okay, whatever you came in with is all you get. Which is the worst way to do it. I specifically remember one boss fight in Sonic 2. I think it's called Mystic Cave Zone. I don't remember exactly if that's what it was called, but yeah, it's the cave area. It's got like a bunch of water, and it's, you know, it's kind of like a brown motif to it. Yeah, it's like in that boss fight, I'm pretty sure like I ended up going in without any rings, and then I lost, and then there just weren't any rings for me to get before the to fight the boss with, and I was just like, all right, well, guess I just got to do this perfectly, you know, whatever. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. Slow down and roll to hit this one. Yeah, it's much easier to roll to hit those than trying to jump at them, which is what I tried to do the first time, but didn't work so well. Ow! Alright, nice! I did it! Spinny. Just... Spin to the end. Woo! Good stuff. See, and that's even that's fun to do. Just like goofing off after you hit the thing, after you hit the end level thing. And that's something Sonic's always had, but like with the spin dash or the drop spin rather, that makes it especially fun. And we'll probably have more special fun next time. But as for this episode, that's a wrap. Yeah, I think these episodes are turning out a lot better.